things start to get a little bit weird. It didn't have the adjustment knob for the variable speed, and it didn't have the directional switch, so I contacted the customer support with Vevor, and they were not able to help me. They basically said I could ship the unit back if I eat the shipping costs, then I'd get a refund, but I'd have to eat the whole shipping cost, which is, I don't know, $30 to $40, something like that. I asked the customer support agent to give me the listing of the one that does have the variable speed knob, and I looked at the specifications of it, and it says exactly the same thing, 0 to 850 RPM. It didn't just say 850. You would expect this to say just 850, but it does not. The specification page for this was identical on the speed rating as that of the one that supposedly has the adjustable speed. Greatly frustrated with that. It stayed in the box. I never opened it. I never used it until today. It's to the biggest one, 27 millimeter. So the ejector pin punches the slug out, and the annual cutter just cuts the ring. It doesn't cut the middle part. Oil tank. It's got a one-touch line down to the spindle. I don't know what just happened there. I think it broke it. We got a piece of C-channel here, and then we're just going to punch through this. This is about roughly a 1/4 inch wall. Let's see what it does. Get our magnet on, fire her up. Wow. That's hot. I'm impressed. It did better than I thought it would. Nice. Here we are at our frame rails that we're going to use to repair Margaret. This is a test that's more appropriate of what this thing was purchased for. This is high strength steel, and this is a frame rail for a semi. We got it mounted on here on the side because the frames turn on end. Let's try here, and then if we can, let's try to hang it sideways somewhere. I don't know if we got enough meat, but we'll give it a go. Let's see how she's going to do. We have a 20 millimeter cutter in here. It's right around 3/4 of an inch. Now we had some lift off. That's the rat's nest I was talking about there. We did have a little bit of lift and tip. Let's see, I don't think I can't do it just by prying on it. Aggressively feeding a little bit too hard, or maybe the chip load was too much. Lifted it up and cleaned it out 2 times, and that's awesome. That would have taken me forever by hand. That's a nice hole. Our slug's down here, we can pick it up. That's hot. That's awesome. That would have taken me forever with my traditional drill, twist drills, and trying to drill that by hand. I want to drill into the flanges here of the frame because we're going to use this frame. But let's hang it sideways and see how it does hanging. So we got the magnets definitely, are obviously holding it there. I'm going to flip our coolant tank. Coolant tank up here. It's not really ideal, but I think they're going to work here. Other situations, you might just have to remote mount it. All right, let's see what it's going to do. If it's going to fall off or it's going to stay up there. That is awesome. Works 1,000 times better than I thought it was going to. Oh my boy. Oh, that is just, I'm super happy with that. Again, that would have taken me forever to drill that hole with a twist drill. .27mm holes. Over an inch. Pleasantly surprised. .20mm hole. Real nice surface finish. Overly impressed with this unit. To be honest with you, I never took it out of the box because I was so upset that the RPM was the wrong RPM. I wanted to be able to adjust it to be variable speed, but wow, this thing cuts way better than I thought. Just look at the finish on that slug. The whole finish is just as good, and it saves a ton of time and a ton of effort. If you had to push that in with a twist drill from the side, you'd get yourself a major arm work and you would be way tired before you're even through your first hole. This thing, mag it down, punch the hole in, and ready to go. I'm ready to do some frame building. I'm excited. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to get really critical, the one thing that's still kind of missing on this is we need a stop that you can quick energize so it doesn't just roll down. Just kind of lock, if you will. So it doesn't do that. Other than that, super happy with this guy. We're ready to start building some frame rails.